guys, Yvette here, and I am the Witch of Willow Creek. Welcome to A Witch and Tarot. And today's video, let me tell you, I've been trying to do this video for 3 days. Every time I get interrupted, I just now got interrupted. My life. Okay, so today's video is a VR to Papermoon Tarot, and she did a hashtag called Tarot at the Movies. She has 7 genres, and I need to pick a deck that I feel goes in that genre. So the first number 1 is rom-com, a romantic comedy. What deck? The deck that is perfect for a relationship reading. Now, there are a lot of decks that are perfect for relationship readings. It's just about any. You can use any deck to do relationship reading, but something that looks romantic, like to me, is the Enchanted Tarot. I mean, look at that. It's all frilly. I mean, really. This deck came in this box. It comes with this book here. This book here, it's a pretty big book compared to my hand. I mean, you know, pretty big. And then it came with a bag, a little velvet purple bag with a copper cord, and I etched it in because like the pentacles were a certain color, the cups were a certain color, and so I did that. That's how I etch my deck. The bags are like this, like I said, romantic looking, flowery, and I mean, look, I mean, look at the, you know, it's frilly. I say it's frilly. So it's a very romantic looking deck. So that's what I chose. This is why I chose this deck. Now, I will put the link down below to all the decks that I chose and where you can find them. I got this one off on Amazon. I do have a walkthrough of this deck. I have a walkthrough of all these decks. And, but this one in particular, I had to vent about. And there's a reason why it is the way it is and edged the way it is. So you might want to go look at that before you purchase this deck off of Amazon. It wasn't Amazon's fault. This was a printer problem, a printing problem. This was nothing to do with Amazon. It has to do with the publisher and the printer that the publisher chose to use. I'm not sure if the new ones that are now out are going to have the same problem, and if you're going to be able to get it in this case. It was made by Race Point Publishing, so just so you know, go look at that video to make sure so you know what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to get into that here. Number two is horror. Okay, guys, I'm the only girl of 3 kids, and when my mother would drop us off at the movies, they got to choose what they wanted to watch. I never got to go see what I wanted to watch because I was always outnumbered. So we always watched, I'm gonna date myself, Bruce Lee movies, Godzilla. We watched a lot of action and a lot of horror. I'm traumatized. I am traumatized from horror. So I don't have any horror decks except for this one that I feel will go well in it, because it's this is as gory as it gets on in my collection. I don't have, like, everybody has that zombie tarot. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing gives me the creeps. It oh, I need to clean my desk. It gives me the creeps. It literally makes my skin my hair stand on end, you know, my skin. So I mean, like, I get like goosebumps and shit. It just makes my skin crawl. And I don't have it. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of you guys like that deck, but I just can't. I can't. So I chose the Shadowlands Tarot. I mean, the fool's decapitated. You know, that happens in horror movies, right? It's like a take on Frankenstein. Come on. That's horror. Here's a high priestess. She's creepy. You want to see her in a dark alley, right? I'm just saying. There's the Empress, and she's in the tree here. She's not too creepy, but here's the Emperor. You know, walk up on this dude, you know? The Hierophant, like, yeah, come on. So, this is as close as I get. They're like, I guess they're like little monsters or whatnot, but this is as close as to horror as I get in my collection. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have, I've been on and off with that zombie tarot, and I can't bring myself to buy it. I just can't. So, yeah, the Shadowlands is the one that I chose to put in the horror part of this VR. Now, that comes in the same type of box that this came in, or actually, it's as long or as wide, right? And actually, the packaging is more similar to the what was it? I think it opens up this way, like a little clamshell this way. So that's what I put in horror. 3, animated cards. Cards that bring to mind a favorite animated movie. That to me is the Mystical Manga. If you've been following me, you guys know I love me some manga. I do enjoy watching anime. My son reads a whole mess of manga. We have a whole mess of manga at home. So this obviously reminds me of animated series that we watch on Crunchyroll. You can find some you can find some manga anime on Hulu as well, and Netflix. But if you love manga, or if you love anime and you want a variety, Crunchyroll is a good place to go to. I believe you can get it. You can download it for free and use it for free, but you'll have commercials, and I think it's $10 a month with no commercials. So I believe, I'm not sure, but it's something like that. But anyway, this is what I chose for animation or animated. Number 4, action. I don't know if I have an action decks, but I decided to put, what do I do with it? Oh, here it is. I decided to put the Urban Tarot, but you know what also could go in there was the Light Seers, because both of these decks have a lot of movement in them, because they're more modern. It's a more modern deck, so there's more movement in this deck, which is why I put it in the action spot. So that is why I have, hold on, I'll get this all wrong here. The Empress, Emperor, and I have a walkthrough of this deck already. I have a walkthrough of all these decks, so if you want to see more, you can go through my walkthrough list. Walkthrough and first impressions list is what playlist is what I have. So yeah, I chose the Urban Tarot for action. Number 5, Sci-fi. For Sci-fi, I chose the Cosmic Slumber. I chose the Cosmic Slumber because it is got a lot of planetary situations, you know. Put that in there. But here's the, I know there's just a lot of you know, let me see if I can find a, it just seems planetary to me. Every deck that we have has some sort of, I mean, we do have, it has correspondence with the planets or whatnot, right? And so, and this is a little animated too, like anime in some ways, you know? So I don't know. I just found it to put. I just found to put it in Sci-fi because I mean, look, here's someone with planets up there. I mean, a lot of these do have like the planets just up there. So this is what I chose for Sci-fi because like I said, I don't have any alien-like decks. Sure, there's a whole mess of them out there, but it's not what I gravitate to. So that's why I chose this one for Sci-fi. Fantasy. I chose the Fairy Tarot. Obviously, it's fairies, so of course it's fantasy, right? These are the backs. And these are not, since this is Ten of Springs, right? So these are not traditionally named Two of Autumn. And I felt that this Four of Winter, this fit the category well. Five of Summer. So yeah, this is a good deck for, if you love fairy decks, this is a good one for you. And I believe it's not as expensive as it was when I got it. So not, this is a very old deck, so I'm sure that it's a lot less now. And then and that was number 6, Fantasy. The cards that take you to another world, which it does. Number 7, a foreign film. I don't have, like I said, I don't have any Italian decks or anything like that. But I do have is The Way of the Panda. That one in the manga, I find, are Asian based. And obviously because Kimberly San is the one who made who created this deck. And this is The Way of the Panda. And I put this in the foreign category. So this one, I believe she is launching again. I will put her website down below. And she's got a mini deck as well of the same one. So I'll put all the information down below to everything here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.